Hey everybody, we have another project here at Project Nine Oaks. We've got our door to the camper to fix, and I'll show it. It's right behind you right there, so I'll turn you around and show you that door. It's quite the disaster. So I've taken it off the camper and taken it into the barn here so I can kind of take it apart and see what I can do with it. Never done this before, never had a camper, none of this, so going to open this up is just a new project for me to do. So I have part of it right here. This is the frame that was on the camper. So we've got I think it's aluminum frame, and then the screen door is right here. And so let's get started. I'll turn you around so you can get to see what this door looks like. Okay, here's the back side of the door. I've got it laid out on my table here, and you can't really see much over here, but on the back side, this is where the hinge is attached. You can see that it's coming apart, and that, let's see if I can focus that better for you. That is termite damage and some rot that's on the frame of the door, and that's where all the hinges are attached. So basically the door is falling off the hinges, and it was really unusable. So now we got to take it all apart. Don't really like this brown color. Our camper's from the 70s, and I guess this was popular back then, but now we're going to update this. Step one looks like to take all of these attachments off of the door itself. So we have some magnetic holds for the screen door, and then the latch itself over here, and I guess looks like the window has some screws around it. So we'll get to taking these off, and then I'll move on to whatever I think is next. Okay, I've got all of the hardware off. I've got the door lock here and the two magnetic holds, and there was a couple of screws in the frame itself, and I took the screws out of the window, and yeah, it looks like styrofoam all up in here. So let's take the door panel off and see what we got. I'm kind of curious. And it's stuck on the bottom. It's rusted. Well, that is metal. Alright, so that's the metal back on the door. It looks like it's rusted to the frame on the bottom. But, I don't know if you can see it a little bit here, but it looks like the whole door is foam, with just the exception of the sides and the top. It's kind of odd. Okay, well, I'm gonna see if I can take this back panel off and give you guys a different view and see, so you can get a better idea of what's going on here. Okay, I was able to get the bottom piece off and take the panel, and I'm not sure how well you can see this, but the termites that got into the frame of the door, looks like they were going into the styrofoam too. That's pretty cool, actually. You can see they were like eating paths to try to get to the other side. But yeah, the whole door is styrofoam. And you just have this, looks like a 2x2 going around the edges. Yeah, there's termite damage on the front here too. Then you have a little bit of a cutout where the lock is. Looks like there's a steel bar here. It's rusted. And then a header piece. Then it looks like a 2x6 that they cut radiuses in. But there's just not much to it. I thought there would be more to this. So, alright, I think I'm gonna take more of this apart now and, well, really just clean it. Take the glass and clean it. And then I need to get some new wood. I don't think I have any 2x2s. I might could rip some down, but anyway, I need to rebuild this frame to the same dimension, and I don't think I'll put that same foam back in there. I'll probably get another piece, but I'm thinking about adding some cross members through the center too, just to give it a little bit more rigidity. But if you think about it, there's not much protecting you from vandals, really. It's just the thinnest sheet of tin and styrofoam. I didn't realize that, so that's kind of interesting. Anyway, okay, well, I'm going to clean this up, and I might have to go to the store and get some wood to build the frame. So anyway, we'll see what the next step is. Well, I did find some pressure treated 2x6. It's actually leftover fence slats that I had. So I went ahead and cut the two ends. This is, I think it's 66.5 inches long. So I cut the gap here, just laid it over and traced it, cut the gap here in the boards. We'll have to make this later. And then right now the top is here. And put this 2x6 underneath it and traced around it, and it's pretty irregular from all the termite damage, but I'm going to just use a jigsaw and cut this curve out and then clean it up a little bit. But one thing I'm noticing, and I'm going to have to bring you in close, see if we can do this, is that a 2x lumber is too thick for, let's see if I can get you in here. So I don't know if you can see that the lumber for the door is about a 1/16 lower than the, just stock 2x6 or whatever. So the best way to do that is to plane that down a 1/16 or so, but I don't have a planer, so I'm not sure the best way. For these little boards, I think the table saw could probably take off a sliver. But this header piece, I'm not sure how I can make this thinner. So I don't know. Maybe I can just use this as an excuse to go buy a planer. So anyway, I got some brainstorming to do here, and I'll bring you along in when I have some kind of solution. Well, after having some time to think about it, it's the afternoon now, and I didn't get the planer. I decided to just shave it down with the table saw. You can see how close the fence is to the blade. Basically a little bit more than a blade's width shaved off the ends. So I was able to get them down to the thickness they needed. Okay, well, I'm back after all the parts have dried. I washed off the front panel and the channel of the actual frame of the door. So I have the top header piece that I've cut out and kind of planed down a little bit to make it smooth. And I'm getting it fit in here, and I've had to kind of shave some of the end off to get it to fit nice and tight, but not overly tight. So now, the other one had a bunch of finish nails kind of nailed in here on the corner. I'm not too much a fan of that, so I think I'm gonna take the frame off and put a screw in from the header side down into it. Well, from yesterday we learned that the frame of the door is too thick, so now I'm gonna be kind of reducing the thickness of the edges of the frame so it'll fit in the groove of the metal door frame. So I'm just going to use a block plane to get this cut down as best I could, and I'm trying to find a good way to measure the thickness. And what I've done here is just put some tick marks in pen, kind of halfway across the board, and then I'm just going to hit it with this block plane, and you can see that it's going to remove some of those tick marks. So all those are gone, and so I'm gonna just go back and do it again, and that way I know that I'm taking an equal amount off the whole width, and I'm not missing a spot so much. So that's kind of the method I came up with. So hopefully that works. So I'm just going to keep working at this all the way around. Well, I went ahead and slipped in the frame after I've you know, planed it down, planed the edges down, and it went in pretty quick. There's really not much to it, just, you know, slid it in here. Have a clamp on the bottom to keep the bottoms from bowing out. But now I'm going to put these cross braces in. The original door didn't have one in the center, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do one, just because you're going to pull right here to open the door, and I'd like to have a good, you know, stiffener in the center here. And then I'm going to have this bottom brace along the bottom. I have to cut that to length, it's a little too long. But I think what I'll do is get them put in, and then I'm going to screw them in from the outside, you know, just a nice long screw through it. So I'll kind of take this back out again and then do that, and you know, we'll see what we do next. I think I got to paint, well actually I got to put the insulation here, and actually let me get that. The old door had you know, styrofoam, but I bought this just 2-inch thick roll of insulation. I'm thinking it'll fit well in here and not be a solid thing of foam. I think you could, if I didn't cut it so perfect, it would, you kind of hear it rattle inside there maybe. I don't know, but I thought this would just be easier to do instead of trying to cut foam through there. So anyway, all right, now I'm gonna go cut these braces, and I'll bring you back in when I'm putting that together. Now I got some, this is supposed to be 2 inches thick, so I think it would fit pretty good. So I'll get some scissors and cut this. So really this panel just fits in just kind of snug, and just the thickness of it in this track holds it all in. So this is going to be the fun part, getting this in the track on both sides and then sliding it up under the track in the front, and then I'll probably like crimp the ends. Into the groove. I've got this butyl tape around the edges. It kind of sticks beyond the edge, which is fine. I'm going to kind of squish this down in this hole here and let that tape kind of ooze out a little bit. Then I'll screw the screws in here to hold it in for now, and I'll have to get some white screws later to finish it all up. Alright, there's one side. I'm just going to keep doing this around, and then we'll have a done door. Alright, so this is the door completely finished. Well, I don't have the latch put on. The more I was thinking about it, the original latch is kind of messed up. It's kind of rough looking, and we don't have the key for it. So I was going to go ahead and just get another latch so I can lock the door, you know. So right now the door itself is done. You know, I just kind of cleaned this front panel. It's not as white as the trim, but we're going to paint all this side anyway. This is going to be the exterior. We're going to put it on the camper and then paint it with the camper. So, you know, it's just kind of as a placeholder now to paint these white. So anyway, hope you learned something for this. I was learning a whole bunch. I've never done this before, so I'm sure those that have done this before were laughing at me, but I think this works. So I'm going to get this you know, put over at the camper. I gotta finish up the wall that this door is on before I can attach it all. So next I'm gonna be, you know, back to the camper and kind of setting this to the side for a minute. But anyway, I appreciate you guys sticking around for this one. If you would, please subscribe to this channel and like this video. There'll be more of these to come as I get some time and work on this camper project.